Going on, everybody? As you can see, we're not in the woods right now. That first video I put up was Sunday evening, and then I actually had minor surgery Monday, which is keeping me out of the woods right now. There's a chance we're gonna try to get in there tonight. Just have to be careful. Don't want to affect the rest of my season by overdoing it early. Guys are out. It did cool down today. Would have been a great morning to be out. Sean sent me a picture of a buck, decent buck that he passed up this morning. So they're seeing them. I think tonight I might try to go to the farm. I have a permission farm in Southern Zone, which opened today. I've been fortunate to be there for 10 or so years. My neighbor invited me on that property about 10 years ago, and we've killed a lot of deer out there. Both these bucks behind me both came off that farm. His son shot his first deer ever with me on that farm, and I think he's going to get with me tonight, and we're going to go out, and I'll drop him off on one side of the farm. And I got a double ladder stand out there that hasn't been sat in a while, but it's a fairly close walk to where I park the truck. So we might give that a go later on. I've been sitting here for 2 days or so going stir crazy in this house, so I thought today I'd do a quick little video of my saddle setup, gear that I use. I'm not a professional by any means, so take it all with a grain of salt. These videos are just strictly because I wanted to know if your average guy, no experience, which you could probably tell from that first video. I have no filming experience. I'm just a regular guy. I work a normal job, 40, 60 hours a week, depending on what's going on. And my buddies, we'll try to get with them. I know Sean films a little bit of his stuff sometimes, and Travis has a camera. So my goal here is just, can we do it? Can your average guy, without spending thousands of dollars, take what he has available to him and successfully film his own hunts? Challenging, but we're going to give it a go. If it takes off someday, it takes off. If it don't, whatever. It's something neat for us to look back on and be able to relive memories and all that stuff. So we'll go through my stuff real quick, what I've kind of rigged together and what I use in my saddle setup. We'll start just tethered Predator platform. Been using it since I started saddle hunting, and works good for me. It's just your basic everyday platform. There's a lot of these out there. A good platform is going to help you a lot when you're saddle hunting, in my opinion. This has the adjustment on it right here, so you can set the angle of this. So if you have a tree that's not perfectly straight, you can keep your platform level. That's very helpful. But I run a tethered Predator platform. I have Latitude saddle. This is the original method. I'm pretty sure they have a method 2 out now. 2 pouches, a big pouch, a smaller pouch. Honestly, the big pouch holds my Gatorade. That holds my drink. Smaller pouch, I keep my tether, and I keep my gear strap. This strap, I probably pretty positive. I bought this thing off Amazon. It's great. Off Amazon, it's got 3 hooks. Clip it around your tree. This is my bow hanger. This is by Latitude. I believe it's called the Bite. It works pretty good. Clip it down, pull tight. You're tight to your tree. You can hang. I hang my bag on it. My bow. I don't shoot with my quiver on, so the quiver hangs on one of those hooks. It's got, you can get more of these hooks if you need more. I run essentially 4, my bow hanger and 3 hooks. It works very well. for me. After that, we got sticks. Sticks, if I'm gonna suggest anything, don't cheap out on your sticks. Your sticks are very important. They're how you get up and down the tree. You also want lightweight because they're gonna be one of the heaviest things you're gonna pack. So there's hundreds of different styles of sticks out there. There's a lot of very good sticks out there. They all serve a purpose. They all work. I did not start with these sticks. These are something that I upgraded. But I do run the Tethered One sticks. Reason being, they're extremely light. These things, they don't weigh anything. Not even a pound per stick, I don't think. But the system for putting these on the tree is awesome, in my opinion. And I've never had a problem with them slipping or anything. So basically, you're going to get in the tree, you wrap your rope around the tree, and then I go over the top, up the one lock, down, crisscross it. So when it's hooked on a tree, it's going to look like that. Awesome sticks. I love these sticks. You can see the orange tabs. They lock together very well. Using those orange tabs, these things do not come apart. They're actually tough to take apart once I take them off my pack. Sometimes it's a little tough to keep quiet when I'm trying to pull those apart. But the benefit to that is they're very tight when I have them on my pack. No noise when I'm moving. I'm very quiet. And they're very low profile the way that I set my system up. So it works very well. This is what I filmed that whole hunt with Sunday night. This is the Saddle Cam by Seek One. I'm sure you guys have probably seen their YouTube. This thing's pretty neat. The only downfall to this is you have to screw it in the tree. So depending on what kind of tree you're in, if you're in a harder wood tree, it's a little tough to get in there. But once you get it in, it's solid. This is a mag base. It swivels around. And they give you two plates. They go to the back, back of your phone, slap it on there, and that's how I filmed the whole hunt the other day. I'd show you, but we're filming this on my phone right now. My pack. So this is kind of something that I put together. This is my pack. So the fanny pack is for your back. Put it on like this. Clips around your waist. There's a second clip for your chest. I bought the pack off of Amazon, like 30, 40 bucks, cheap. I did buy this from Tethered. I don't know exactly what they call it. It's a pouch for your platform. Your platform sits in here, nice and easy. Slides right down in there. It's got a little bungee, holds it in place, and I've got that literally electrical tape to my shoulder straps, and that keeps the pack and the platform up center of my back when I'm hiking. Works very good for me. So total in this pack, like I said, 30, 40 bucks for this part with the shoulder straps. These on Tethered's website, they're like 70 bucks, 80 bucks maybe. Just something that I've thrown together. It works very well for me. It's low profile. I can stay quiet. As you saw in that thicket Sunday, we go into some pretty thick stuff. So having everything tight to my body is really helpful when I'm trying to get through deadfalls and through thorn bushes and all that stuff. I do have this little camera. It is a Canon Vixen, something like that. I don't know. I blacked it out with a marker during turkey season, so I can't read it all. This was like a $500, $600 camera that me and my wife bought 6, 7 years ago. I don't know. We've had it kicking around for a while. Wasn't getting much use. I've repurposed it and thrown it in my hunting pack. Downfall to this camera, it's not real good low light situation, so anything at first light or last light, this isn't going to pick it up very well. The phone picks it up better, actually. But we're going to start packing this with us. I did order a 4th Arrow camera arm for the tree. Should be here today. So we'll play with that, see how we're going to put that on the pack, and whether or not it's worth carrying around with us. And then as far as what I put in my pack, pretty light. Early bow season, saddle hunting. I don't want a ton of shit. So, Vortex binoculars. I think these are 12 by 50. They're just Crossfire HDs. We got 2 pair here. One's actually my neighbor's son's, who's probably going to be with me tonight. One's mine. I have the Vortex Impact Rangefinder. I think a rangefinder for bow hunting. It's a very handy tool to have. For me personally, when I first get in a setup, I range all kinds of stuff. I'm ranging trees nearby. That saves me if I have a deer come in quick. I'm not reaching for this thing and trying to get a range on that deer. I know it walked by that tree. I ranged that tree. That tree was 22 yards. I know that deer is in range. We have a thermocell. Handy, especially when it's warm, muggy, early season sometimes. Obviously, we have a knife. Custom made Damascus steel. Made by a guy named Jamie Ford down in Georgia. He's made 2 of these for my household, and we use them all the time. They're great knives. You can find him on Facebook. His name's Jamie Ford. Last thing, there's always a grunt call in my pack. Early season, late season. Sometimes you're just trying to get something's attention, and I'll grunt at deer. I had it work a couple of years back, 2020. I had my 5-year-old at the time. My son was 5 years old, and we had a buck about 80 yards. It was October 3rd, opening weekend, Southern Zone archery season. And my 5-year-old said, "Dad, you gotta blow the tube at that thing." So I grunted at it just to satisfy my kid. Didn't think anything of it. Never thought in a million years that deer was gonna come to us. I shot that deer at 8 yards. So sometimes you can get their attention and they're gonna come check you out. Sometimes they don't care. But that's it. That's all I pack with me when I'm saddle hunting. We got kayaks on the back of the truck. We use them. Sometimes it's helpful to be able to slip in the backside somewhere. A lot of the public land around here is along the river. And there's a lot of parking from the road. So slipping in the backside from the river, when people come in from the road, if they bump any deer, they're pushing them towards the riverbank, and we're already there waiting for them. So we've seen success with that. It works. The 8-pointer I shot last year is not back from the taxidermist, but he was one of those situations where went in from the river, a couple hundred yards right off the bank, and I killed that deer in 20 minutes. So that's it for the gear dump for as far as saddle hunting. Right now, the saddle's going to be on hold for a little bit after surgery. So we're probably going to be hunting the farm just because there's some ladder stands there. They're easy to get in and out of. It's easy access. And it's just trying to play it safe for the first couple weeks here. That way, when these deer get in full swing, these bucks are rutting, I'm not laid up and I can get right after them. So, good luck to everybody, especially those of you out here October 1st, all you archery hunters in the Southern Zone opener. Everybody shoot straight. I hope you guys have success, more success than me sitting in my house right now. But, you know, sometimes we got to take care of things, and this had to get taken care of. So hopefully we'll see you tonight. We're going to try to get into the stand, I think. We'll probably get in a little bit late to lower how long I'm kind of just sitting in a tree for. Cameras on this farm, they've been slow. But we did have that temperature drop this morning, and it looks like it's going to stay cool until Sunday. We're looking low 40s in the morning right now, highs, high 50s, 60s. Sunday, it looks like we're going to start getting a temperature increase. So I'm hoping tonight goes good, everything feels good, and then we can try to take advantage of this little bit of colder weather over the next couple of days. If tonight goes good, we'll be out first thing tomorrow morning. But that's it. Just a little gear dump for you guys. If you have any questions, you can reach out. But that's it. That's my setup. It's very simple. I'm going to try to get Sean to get with me, and we'll do his setup. His is very unique, the way that he saddle hunts. He has something that he developed early on when we started saddle hunting, and it's worked great for him. He is limited by it a little bit, but he has success. The guy kills a nice buck every year, ever since I met him. He does a great job with it. He's one of the best hunters I know. So hopefully we can get him to do some of this with me, and he can pass on some of his advice to you guys. But like I said, right now this is just, can we do it? Can we take our cell phones, this cheap camera that's been sitting around my house for a couple of years, can I take this stuff out into the field with me, and can I successfully film myself hunting deer? Why not try it, you know? There's benefits to getting a deer kill on film, especially archery season. You see it all the time. We all watch these YouTube videos. I watch these guys all the time. It's on in the living room right now. But, you know, questionable shot. If you have that on film, you can go back and look at that and see, you know, what might you have hit? What might you not have hit? Is it worth tracking that deer? Do you have to give it time? A lot of us get excited after we first shoot a deer, and our initial instinct is always, I got a deer, I smoked it. Well, sometimes it's off a little bit. So I think having the cameras helps in that aspect of able to go back and see what it is that you did. Obviously, in a perfect world, we watch them go down, but as archery hunters, we all know that that's not always the case. So we're going to try to do this for the season. Stick with us. We'll bring you as much footage as we can. You're going to see deer. We do a good job of getting on deer. Sometimes we're a little choosy on what we want to shoot, so you might see us pass a lot of deer. I'm going to be choosy right now, being that even if I shoot a deer right now, I'm not allowed to drag it. My neighbor's 16-year-old son will be with me tonight, and I have great friends that have all already said, you know, if you shoot something, call me. I'll be there. I'll drag it for you. But I'm going to be choosy. Tonight, we might shoot a doe. It's going to have to be a big doe. Buck-wise, I mean, the farm has potential for some really nice bucks, and I see a lot of really small bucks. It's been a lot of years since we shot anything small over there, and it's paying off for us. Last year, the landowner's nephew shot a huge 8-pointer, biggest 8-pointer I've ever seen. Makes that thing look small. But that's it. Stick with us through the season. We'll try to bring you some good footage, any advice we have along the way. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. But that's it. This is our gear dump for saddle setup specifically. On the farm, there's a lot more permanent sets that already have stuff set up in them. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.